No, she thinks about screwing me over all the time. If Janelle could come after me over alimony and child support or anything, she'd do it. Oh yeah, she's got nothing but, oh God, how could I him?
Sister wives Janelle and Meri Brown finally lawyer up against Kody. And fans disgusted in Kody's obsession with Aurora. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my update gossip channel. Sister wives stars, Janelle and Meri Brown have been patient as long as they can be. While Janelle has discussed during the entirety of season 19 that Kody Brown hasn't been responding when she tried to get answers about their shared asset, Coyote Pass, now Janelle and Meri are taking legal action. They finally lawyered up against Kody to get legal matters addressed. Janelle and Meri Brown are pressing the issue. Earlier in Sister Wives season 19, Meri Brown had a difficult time believing Kody and Robyn Brown would screw her over in the Coyote Pass dealings. However, as the season has continued, she knows it isn't a cut and dry situation. Both Janelle and Meri have felt left, completely in the dark, over what Kody is doing. With Coyote Pass, behind the scenes, Kody has met with his realtor about the land, but there is a communication breakdown. Since he isn't being transparent, Janelle and Meri are finally lawyering up to put pressure on Kody. In many ways, Kody feels they left him the bag to deal with Coyote Pass. Furthermore, he's sick of his nagging exes. In the Sunday, January 19th episode of Sister Wives, Janelle Brown admits that Kody had sent an email reassuring her and Meri that he and Robyn were talking to the right people. With the lack of details, it spurred Janelle to take action. Likewise, Meri Brown recalls offering Kody the option to buy her out, but he admitted they didn't have that kind of money. While Kody Brown was discussing Coyote Pass with the real estate agent, Justin Bemis, he conveyed that Janelle and Meri Brown had been nagging him to settle the business. In his masculine way, he tries to be cool around the realtor by joking about his exes. In a confessional, Kody sarcastically says it's great to have exes. He adds, I just got 2 ex-wives who were total nags, now nagging still. But Meri jabs back explaining Kody's skewed interpretation. She says, I guess the thing is since he had decided he was already out of the relationship, and since he never loved me anyway, I think any communication at all would be considered a nag. They have lost trust in Kody and Robyn. Undoubtedly, Sister Wives star, Janelle Brown, is skeptical of Kody and Robyn Brown's motives being pure. Seemingly, Kody is aware that all trust is lost when people get divorced, because he promoted the idea to Justin while begrudgingly talking about listing Coyote Pass. Since Kody isn't giving reliable information, Janelle is wondering if he is considering selling it out from underneath her and Meri Brown. Part of her wants to believe he is doing the right thing, but she is covering her bases just in case. She admits, it is simply time for her to find an outside party who is not emotionally involved. Janelle knows the lawyer can clear-headedly approach the issue with a fair proposal. Without a doubt, the prior business decisions with Kody, Robyn, Janelle, Christine, and Meri Brown aren't just water under the bridge. Kody tells the agent he paid for an entire lot himself. Likewise, Meri echoes a similar grudge when she tells her bestie, Jen Sullivan, that the family funds weren't equally available to all. Furthermore, as Meri walks Jen through the details of Coyote Pass and the family financials, Jen breaks the concepts down of Meri's manipulation. Having a friendly sounding board, Meri begins to understand the feelings she repressed about unfair asset distribution are valid. Meri finally understands she needs to get a lawyer to make sure she gets her fair share of Coyote Pass. In a confessional, Kody also responds to Janelle's skepticism by throwing it back at her. He says, no, she thinks about screwing me over all the time. If Janelle could come after me over alimony and child support and or anything, she'd do it. She's got nothing but, oh God, how can I FK him? He just views Janelle and Meri Brown as his grumpy exes and doesn't understand they aren't waiting anymore. Since he is wishy-washy, Janelle and Meri are lawyering up. Jen tells Meri to be a cactus and get pokey. Next week's preview teases Janelle saying, "It's really unfortunate that it's come to this. Unmistakably, the ladies are preparing to rumble. Unfortunately, there have been many speculations that Kody Brown's relationship with Aurora and Brianna Brown is not just stepdad and daughters. Specifically, some Sister Wives fans are calling out Kody for having a disgusting obsession with Robyn Brown's daughter, Aurora. Sister Wives shows Kody Brown's relationship with Brianna and Aurora is strange. Many Sister Wives fans know that Robyn Brown entered the Brown plural marriage with 3 children, Paedon, Aurora, and Brianna. Since Kody Brown has an obsession with his wife, Robyn Brown, some people think that transfers to her mini-me daughters too. Seemingly, the relationship between Kody and his stepdaughters, who he adopted, is a strangely touchy one. Many people are concerned that Aurora and Brianna aren't equipped to enter the real world. Furthermore, some people think they need a man to swoop in and take care of them. But has Kody been hoping to fill that need for them? On Reddit, the idea of Kody Brown wanting more than a daddy-daughter relationship with Aurora Brown has resurfaced. One fan added a clip where Kody made a Freudian slip, calling Aurora Mrs. Brown, instead of Miss Brown. He quickly corrects it, but some fans think he's been grooming her to be the next Mrs. Brown. As icky as the thought may be, there have been cases of people doing such things. Seemingly, fans think that is what was on Kody's mind. Likewise, another Sister Wives fan points out the oddity they see in Kody and Aurora's relationship. They say, "Oh man, this is gross and so weird. And she has always had a weird closeness to him. And he sure flirts a lot with Aurora. Carrying her upstairs, letting her sit on his lap as a teen. He has always had an unhealthy obsession for Robyn's kids. SRRY, that's not cool." Someone else adds, "Him and Aurora is so disturbing to me. Someone should have intervened into that years ago. Robyn is sick and twisted for allowing it." Another person adds, "I'm sure he would love that. He hasn't looked because he sadly has 2 future wives at home. A little too close for comfort." Additionally, some Sister Wives fans remember how differently Kody Brown treats Brianna and Aurora Brown compared to his other daughters. Furthermore, some fans recall that Kody sometimes gets a little too close to his stepdaughters. One example provided was how Kody was distraught during COVID. Someone says, he went months without his bio kids but cried like a baby when he couldn't see Aurora while she was in quarantine in her room. Another viewer remembers a photo from the past. Let's not forget the photo of him holding her in a full embrace and kissing her on the mouth when she was a preteen. Sister Wives fans are incredibly shocked at Kody Brown's filthy mouth. He has progressively gotten worse with the way he speaks about people, mainly his ex-wives. Viewers cannot believe what he gets away with, but he has no shame. So, what is being said about him? Kody Brown may have a lot of anger, but he would lash out and yell. Say that it was a knife in his kidneys, and become feral. Any outburst he would have in the confessionals would be followed up by a sadistic laugh, but it was never funny. Robyn Brown often noted he had grown increasingly angrier once the plural family fell apart. And his children have talked about his anger. His daughter, Gwen Brown, whom he shares with Christine Brown Woolley, was candid about his spankings. She explained that she would be left bruised and he was not gentle. Now, his mouth is just as vicious. He has said horrible things about the OG3, blaming them for him being estranged from his children. Kody believes that they were gossiping about him and that caused the older kids to fall away from him. Rather than take accountability, he just gets angry. In the Sunday, January 19th episode of Sister Wives, he called Meri Brown's friends B*TCHES, and that she needed to ditch them all. He also insulted Meri and Janelle for simply wanting information on Coyote Pass. Now, Sister Wives fans are calling Kody Brown out as a misogynist, and are shocked at the way that he speaks about women. Furthermore, they cannot fathom how his last remaining wife is okay with his behavior, especially after the way he spoke in the latest episode. A Reddit thread was started to address this. A follower quickly had this to say: "I dislike Kody, but was still shocked at how he acted and what he said in last night's episode. His B*TCHES remark was crude and misogynistic. Others could not believe he had sunk this low. The utter disrespect. Sister Wives fans were appalled at Kody Brown's utter disrespect for not just his exes but the mothers of his kids. Shows no respect, care or love for his children when he speaks about their mothers that way. A new low even for him. Kody is furious. Meri has friends outside the family that have exposed Kody for being an abuser of Meri for years. 100% the way he referred to Meri's friend betrays how he feels about women. And it's pathetic. I threw my phone when he said he had 2 wives who were nags and they're still nagging. I was so pissed. It was noted that Kody would never be anywhere if it was not for his ex-wives. They made the show because no one would want to watch him and Robyn. It was also addressed how he was worried Janelle Brown would come after him for child support, and then Christine Brown Woolley went and filed a lawsuit. He thinks these women are stupid, but the best decision they ever made was leaving him. Sister Wives star Kody Brown hasn't hidden the fact he doesn't like Meri Brown's friends very much. Likewise, fans have heard each of Meri's friends during season 19 express they thought Meri deserved better during her marriage. But after Kody spit insults during the last episode, Meri has sent several loud messages in reply. Kody gives Meri Brown dating advice. During the latest episode of Sister Wives, Meri Brown and Jen Sullivan showed more of their close relationship. Undoubtedly, Jen has been a huge support for Meri as she starts to look at her plural marriage as a thing of the past. In a confessional, Kody expressed Meri wants an alpha male, but she also wants to be in charge. Furthermore, he criticized her choice of friends and suggested she get rid of the mean girlfriends she surrounds herself with. Additionally, he couldn't help but sling a catchy insult to hammer his point home: ditch those by *chess. Immediately after the episode, Meri and Jen both clapped back with multiple responses. Some Sister Wives fans may have seen that Meri Brown started a salty by *chess chat and created a Salty Birches song. Additionally, Jen Sullivan hit back with her response to Kody Brown's word choice. However, Meri sent an even louder message while tagging Jen in her Instagram stories post. Not only is Meri looking for a man to match her energy, but she made it clear that she won't sit back anymore. After Kody hurled his provoking statements, Meri was ready to punt right back. Likewise, she made shirts declaring she would keep her friends. Additionally, she made a statement with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts song, Bad Reputation, playing in the background. It highlights some lyrics. I don't give a n about my reputation, you're living in the past. It's a new generation, a girl can do what she wants to do and that's what I'm gonna do. Likewise, Meri Brown claps back, making people aware she will mirror the way she is treated. If people are kind and respectful, they will get that side of her. However, she makes it clear she isn't going to lie back and let people walk all over her anymore. When someone behaves like an *hat, she will be ramping up her comebacks and ripping off the filter. Proud of how far she's come, Meri tags her bestie, Jen, as she asserts, by *chess get by *chy. Unmistakably, Sister Wives star Meri Brown didn't just wait until after the episode to bat at Kody Brown and his egotistical comment. She made a jab about keeping Jen around because she was very loyal. Giving Kody a taste of his own medicine, she knew Kody understood the importance of loyalty after preaching about Robyn's actions. With Jen alongside her, she knows they can conquer anything that comes their way. Jokingly, Meri added to her Instagram page that she and Jen practice by *ch craft together. They have learned how to slam a point home while smiling. But the two aren't letting the offensive comments keep them down. Meri and Jen are having fun spinning it around on Kody. On Instagram, one fan says Meri Brown and Jen knew what they were doing, you understood the assignment, ladies. Another person adds, Jen is the friend Meri deserves. Love their friendship, but some fans think it just shows Kody's true colors. He's a typical narcissist. Extremely jealous and fears the truth. So happy that Meri has Jen by her side having fun and helping Meri move on. Sister Wives fans are pitying Christine Brown Woolley's daughters because of her ex-husband, Kody Brown. Yet, what has caused them to pity her 5 girls after all of this time? They have suffered for years and are doing their best with the hand that they have been dealt. So, what are the viewers saying about the Brown girls? For years, Kody Brown has been an absentee father for many of his older children. He was present for Robyn Brown and her 5, but some have said his disdain for the OG3 impacted their kids. When the pandemic hit, he did not feel Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley were being cautious enough. They maintained they were following the CDC guidelines, but that was not strong enough for Kody, so he stayed away. He also felt that their kids were being disobedient, unlike Robyn and her children, so he opted to stay at her mansion for around 9 months. Christine has stated that, even before the pandemic, Kody was not around that much, so it did not matter. She left the plural family in 2021 and moved to Utah. When she met and fell in love with Devid Woolley, her 5 daughters and son, Paedon got to see her happy. They saw her being loved up and shown affection, which was a completely new thing. Sister Wives fans are starting to see that the girls never knew how a man was supposed to treat a woman based on how Kody treated Christine. A Reddit thread was started and the op pointed this out. It would break my heart if someone was treating Ysabel that way. Although, ironically, I guess Kody treats Ysabel that way anyway. When Ysabel moved to North Carolina for college, she went to live with her sister, Maddie Brown, and her family. She was excited to see a functioning marriage and was hopeful her youngest sister, Truely, would get to see healthy relationships through their oldest sisters. Hopefully, they will all break Christine's first marriage curse and be with partners who love and value them the first time around, because they truly deserve it. Was Sister Wives star Meri Brown paying for everything in the plural family? It was revealed in the Sunday, January 19th episode that she was responsible for all of her child, Leon's expenses solely because she only had 1 kid. More so, she was forced to be grateful for the scraps she received while treated like a second-class citizen. Now, fans are speaking up and they are not happy. It was always an underlying thing that Meri Brown felt she was given less because she only had 1 child. While Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley each had 6 children, Meri only had Leon. This was another fault, as she had fertility struggles. She and Kody Brown did discuss alternative options and Robyn Brown offered to be her surrogate. However, by that time, it felt too late to start over. More so, Meri felt it was no longer her choice and everyone around her was applying pressure. Leon wanted another sibling, so they pressured Meri to consider her options. Kody also felt it was time to make a decision, but she was kind of done with it. When all was said and done, 4th wife Robyn ended up with 5 kids, leaving Meri on her own island. Any decision made regarding Meri always had to do with her having 1 child. She did not need as much space or did not deserve as many amenities, but it has since come out that she paid for everything. Meri paid for Leon's car, tuition, her own house payments, etc. So, if it looked like she was getting more, it did not matter because she paid for what had. A Reddit thread was started to discuss how Meri Brown was paying for everything in her life and then some. The op stated this: I don't get in the new episode. Apparently Meri worked to cover her own child's college, car expenses, made her own mortgage payments, and still pooled the rest of her checks for every other child to have their college paid and expenses handled, but she can't complain because some of her money was used for a wet bar in her house. Double standard. Meri Brown seemed to contribute to everybody in the plural family while taking care of her child. Yet, if she wanted an extra, she was slammed. It did not make any sense, and it was always because she had 1 child, which is the harshest slight possible. Aren't they sister wives, which means they are the moms to all? Furthermore, they wanted to give her the smallest part of Coyote Pass and keep her off in a corner. So, did Sister Wives fans feel for Meri and her plight? His opinion of Meri and her newfound freedom: she needs to ditch those B*TCHES, her friends. He can't stand that he can no longer isolate and abuse her. I suspect she caved or offered to do it on her own to avoid confrontation. Remember, Kody kept hammering it into her that, you only have 1 kid. He's an emotional blackmailer and abuser and knew she was weak. At the same time, as much as viewers sympathized with Meri, one person added this tidbit. Yes, Meri never compromises. She has expensive taste, and so did Leon. All of Janelle's kids got scholarships or went to the military. But Leon wanted that expensive school and doesn't even spend holidays either. Meri lived there with 3 wives only, which was before Kody took on a 4th wife. From there they pulled up roots and scooted to Vegas to live. So, it looks like Kody Brown was wrong, according to the reports that have him accusing Christine of embellishing the engagement to get back at him. She's asked her about it and why she didn't try to get herself out of the situation. Christine said that she didn't even know at the time. She said she let it happen. And so yes, she had this experience growing up, but then she went into this marriage with Kody Brown and she was very naive and she was really into them. I mean, you could tell looking back at the early seasons of Sister Wives, how much she just adored Kody Brown. And just wanted his attention. And had been interested in marrying him for a while. But he married Janelle first and then circled back around. He said some really nasty things about their courtship, and her weight, in their book about how their Brown family formed. And she had said she felt like a basement wife instead of a queen wife. Now, let's fast forward to her life now. Christine Brown has left Kody Brown behind. And she has called Devid her king. Recently, she called herself his queen, and that's what he calls her as well. And she showed off a little picture where he had left her a message. She seems to be in a very sweet romance now after basically starving for attention for a decade. But back at the time when this episode aired, Janelle Brown kind of mocked the notion of a basement wife. And mentioned that she had lived in a windowless basement early on in their marriage. See pic above. That was when she became wife number 2 to Kody Brown, not long after he married Meri Brown. Then, they lived in a trailer for a while where there's no basement, because that would just put you, I don't know, I guess up under it. Near the wheels, but nevertheless, it's not an architectural term. It's a hierarchy, that's the terminology. So Kody tweeted a couple of things when this Sister Wives episode aired where Christine was already struggling and considering how to get out of this situation. This was Kody's reply. Strange. My big house design had a basement garage. No basement wife. Each wife would get a 2-story condo-like suite. So, he's trying to defend how she felt by talking about that big house that he wanted. If you remember, Christine did not want to live in a house with all the wives. Now that Christine Brown left him and so much of this has spilled out, no doubt fans can see why. Because she saw herself as lowest on the totem pole. And she definitely felt that way, and that's why she was the first to walk out. Kody denies having basement bride on Sister Wives. Around the same time, he tagged Christine in a second tweet and said, the whole basement wife thing is really a family nuance thing. I don't understand what Christine was meaning or referring to. So, Kody tweeted that he had basically no idea that Christine saw herself and their relationship as the lowest on their totem pole. I'm asking that as a question. Did he really not see that? She had been begging for attention, begging for dates, begging for a lot of things on Sister Wives. And definitely felt like that she was the lowest rung on the marriage ladder. Rather than tweeting something compassionate, he about the big house, bragging about how each wife would have gotten a condo. And said he didn't understand what she was talking about. Hard to believe that. Now we come to present day. Christine is living in $1 million home of her own in Utah. Sharing it just with her daughter, Truely Brown. She's engaged to Devid Woolley, who she calls her king, and he calls her queen. So it doesn't sound like Christine has any basement wife days in her future. And we wish her the best of luck. Is Christine Brown from Sister Wives losing her eyesight? Is she going blind? Check out the latest shenanigans from Kody Brown's ex-wife, and the future wife of Devid Woolley. This is the transcript of our reality video looking back at why Christine considers herself a basement wife, and why it was literally true. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any soap spoilers and updates on YouTube. Is Christine Brown from Sister Wives going blind? Hey there reality TV fans. This is SoapDirt.com and we have got an update for you on everybody's favorite TLC ex-wife, Christine Brown. As we know, she is living in Utah, and engaged to her dream guy, Devid Woolley. And she is doing great except for one thing. Is Christine going blind? We have to ask this because of something she just posted recently. And it has us scratching our heads. And it even has her laughing at herself. Now, if you've been watching Sister Wives for all these decades, You know Christine has a pretty healthy sense of humor. Most of the kids in the family refer to Christine Brown as the fun mom. And we know that she's best friends with Janelle Brown. Recall, Christine raised her kids and Janelle's kids, side by side, as a stay-at-home mom. That was while Janelle worked out of the house. They have this great vibe. They remain friends. They're in business together. It's cool. Now that Janelle also left Kody Brown, their friendship has deepened. There's some rumors that they're having problems. But I don't put much credit to that because they've just been friends for too long and they survived too much together. What's really interesting is how Christine is branching out and enjoying her new life in Utah. Fans thrilled Kody Brown got dumped. Fans have been hoping that Christine Brown would get away from Kody Brown. Speaking of her being blind, turns out she wasn't blind to everything happening with Kody all these years. And we saw it air out on the last 2 seasons of Sister Wives where she just laid into him about neglecting her for years, not giving her any love. He even admitted on the TLC show things like he wasn't physically attracted to her when they married. But if you don't know this, her dad, Rex Allred, was the head honcho of the UAB, the United Apostolic Brethren. I hope I'm saying that right. It is an offshoot, a splinter group, of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that still embraces polygamy, which the state of Utah has outlawed, and the main body of the Mormon Church has outlawed. But her dad was a big deal in the church. She was kind of polygamist royalty. So, Kody married her. She had been wanting to marry Kody for a while. But she told this story, in the book that the family wrote, about how he was disgusted by her because she was eating nachos on a road trip. This was before he married Janelle Brown, while he and Meri Brown were married. So, she has kinda been in his orbit for a while at that point, but he was never attracted to her. Now, of course, she's looking slender and gorgeous having left him. The good news is that in the recent anecdote, the Sister Wives ex said she thinks she's blind. But at least she's no longer blind to the faults of Kody Brown. So let's dig into what happened and why Christine Brown joked about her vision, and why we're joking about her being blind. If you follow her on Instagram, you probably know that she likes to do this little segment called Car Confessions. It's really cute. She's done some recently with her boyfriend Devid in the car. Like when they were out doing some ATV stuff. As a matter of fact, SoapDirt.com covered that the other day because Truly Brown took a friendly little nip out of David's hand. So it seems like her daughter has a good relationship with him. Now, Christine's been doing car confessions for a while, even long before she left Kody Brown. It's just a staple of what she does for her fans on social media. And the most recent one, Christine started out with her usual car confessions thing. And then she said she was dropping Truly off at school and she noticed a big, huge smudge on her windshield. We've all been there, done that. So, she tried to wash it off with the windshield wipers and the washer fluid on her car. And that didn't work for the Sister Wives ex-wife. Christine needs to clear up things, not as blind as she thought. Unlike Christine's problems with Kody that she let lay by the wayside for a decade or so, she's addressing things promptly now. So, she went to the car wash to wash it off. She goes through the car wash, and then she says, "Oh my gosh, it was still there." Then she gets home and she finally figured out, it wasn't something on her windshield, it was something stuck to her glasses. Christine laughed and said, "Oh my gosh, so many problems with glasses. Like Christine Brown, I have to wear glasses to see anything." If that's the case for you too, this has no doubt happened to you. So it's kind of funny that Christine Brown can take a good laugh at herself. It is sweet to see her in this new life and to see her so happy. We hope from now on when she sees things on her windshield, that she'll check her glasses first before she wastes money on a car wash. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.